Right. Good morning, everyone. So we are going to have our code along session 2 today for GCP Bullet Challenge. And today's topic is about Generative AI Explorer on Vertex AI. Okay. So I'm from GDG Cloud KL. I'm the co-lead. So what GDG Cloud KL does is basically we wanted to gather the developers all together so everyone can learn more about Google Cloud technologies. And I'll pass the keynotes today to Michael. So Michael is the head of customer engineering in Google Cloud Malaysia. Yeah, Michael.
Good morning, Malaysia. Good morning, everybody. Again, it's a wonderful Saturday morning, and I'm very excited that all of you are so eager to learn about generative AI. So, just one soundbite. AI is the third major wave in the past 10 years. Now, before AI, we had mobile. Before mobile, we had internet. And what generative AI is going to do is going to change how consumers interact with companies, with brands. It's going to change how all of us consume information. It's going to change how radically far more accessible computing is going to be for everyone. So use this huge opportunity to actually close the gap, the skill gap. Be part of the wave in Malaysia to make a change, to step up, to be the technical folks that actually know what generative AI is about, to know how to use it and the impact that it can have. Now, just to share a little bit with you, it's a really big, AI is a very, very strategic, very big part of our business in Google. And in 2017, it was Google who started the transformer model. That became the T that you see in ChatGPT today. And so from the transformer model, we have built so many foundational models for LLM and beyond. So what we are seeing a lot of customers doing today in Malaysia is they're not waiting anymore. In the past, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, we have a tendency to wait for, let's let US do first. Let's let Singapore do first. But what I'm seeing is more and more companies are actually trying to get on board and they're actually testing it out. And think about it. When companies, big brands in Malaysia, international or local, when you want to test these things, they need skills. They need people who know what generative AI is about. So today, what you're going to see is a very important layer of generative AI from Google. In Vertex AI, generative AI in Vertex AI allows developers to build custom AI models, to build custom experiences, not off the shelf. So I do hope that I do implore all of you to motivate yourself to think about, hey, in the midterm to long term, in the next 3 to 5 years, this skill is going to be extremely valuable. So I'm glad that all of you are starting very early and keep it up. Yeah, keep up the learning, keep up the technical excellence, keep skilling up yourself. Malaysia needs you. All right. So without any more delays, I know you guys are all eager to get your hands dirty. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day ahead. I'll pass the time back to Vendic.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. So yeah, thank you for the great, cool informations and the motivations that came from Michael. So without further ado, let's just start our code along session. So our speaker today is Arvind. So he is a lead solution consultant in data analytics, Google Malaysia. Yeah, Arvind. So I'll pass the stage to Arvind.
Hello everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Malaysia. Today is Saturday. Happy Learning Day. So today I'm gonna talk about before I start the code along session, I just what Michael mentioned, just trying to add some information on top of it. So what is the first of all, I'm sure you already know that what's a generative AI is, right? So what's the Google's offering? How Google is offering the generative AI? The Google Cloud AI's portfolio is, if you look at that, if you look at my pointer, there are different personas are using the generative AI in a different ways. So Google is making sure that whoever is user personas, according to that, providing the tools and technology to make their to increase their productivity, to make their life easy. If you look at on Google Workspace user, the Google Workspace user, most of the business users, for them, like generative contents, if they want to write an email, and they want to write email like, I want to say thanks to my peer, I want to say thanks to my manager, right? So automatically generative AI will help you to generate the contents in your Gmail, right? So this is do it AI for the Google Workspace. And also there are some kind of agents which you can directly, business users can directly use in their applications, which is like contact center AI, document AI. If you have invoice, you can easily pass this invoice and collect the information from the invoice in a structured way. Second user is developer, application developers, who nowadays we know that AI is part of each and everything what we are doing, right? So you trying to develop the applications, and then you can use a generative AI app builder. With the help of generative AI app builder in your application, you can, for example, your end user want to search any contents on your website, you can use enterprise search. So enterprise search is a generative AI capability which you can add in your application with the help of generative AI app builder. Conversation AI, there are a lot of foundation, many foundation models are already there. User developer doesn't need to train the models from the beginning, because those models are already provided as part of the generative AI studio. The third thing which you see, the generative AI studio, which I just talk about as part of generative AI app builder. This generative AI studio is now part of the Vertex AI. Before generative AI, the our AI ML platform was Vertex AI. Now Vertex AI is not just the AI ML platform, but it also contains the capability of generative AI studio, and also end-to-end ML platform, building the model, train the model, and validate the model, check the accuracy of the model, then deploy the model into the production, right? Most of the data scientist people and data professional people, the challenges they are facing on the AI ML side is deploying the model. And Vertex AI is covering end-to-end uh, regarding deploying the model, and select help you to select the infrastructure also. And at the bottom you see the foundation model for the text, chat, code. So these are the foundation model which you can directly start using it as a AI practitioner. If you are not comfortable with the accuracy of those model, you can still do the fine tuning of those model along with your data. You do not need to start training the model from the beginning, because now in the generative AI, the model like lambda, palm, right? It really requires a cops of data, a lot of data it is required. And it really required a lot of infrastructure also to train the huge model, generative AI models. So what Google is doing, Google is providing a layer of foundation model to the user, so the user can directly use it and can do the fine tuning of the model as well. Now you look at that. I think if there are any question, please share on the chat. uh, Otherwise I will move to the what we are planning to do today as part of the hands-on. So today the hands-on is generative AI explorer. So this what it will give you, it will give you the kind of experience that how you can start your journey in the generative AI within the Vertex AI. So Vertex AI is our offering, is a tools, a product. This product will help you how you can generate the contents, how you can do the fine tune the models, and how you can do the prompt engineering also. Because generative AI, the difference between generative AI and the earlier there was a dedicated model for the speech, dedicated model for the text, dedicated model for the chat. But generative AI is like single one model, we're doing a lot of things for you. But sometime when you're saying cat, but you need to provide the context also. Because what you are expecting, maybe generative AI model doesn't know that what you are expecting, what is the context behind it. So prompt engineering, which is the second part, right? Prompt designing will help you that when you are start using a generative AI, the important part is that how you do the prompt engineering. Again, it is not so complex, because the Vertex AI, within the Vertex AI, you will do the prompt designing in very easy way. When you will do this hands-on experience, you will come to know that how the Vertex AI is helping you to do the prompt engineering. And third one is like within the Vertex AI, getting started with the generative AI studio. So it will help you to understand all the different capabilities of generative AI studio, which you can do it like code, like maybe like generating a text, or anything which you think about, related to generative AI, you will be able to do as part of the generative AI studio. So I think that's I think so all the best. We are going to do this. Maybe I can start a little bit on first lab. Hopefully still you can see my screen. So when you start the lab, you just click on the start lab, and the timing of the lab is 1 hour 30 minutes. So when you click on the start, your timing starts, your counter starts here. And you to get the direct access of the Google console, where you will find the Vertex AI Generative AI Studio is here. So you click on the open, and then it will ask for username, password. You can copy and enter the username here. Then it will ask for password, and you can take the password from here. So this is how you already entered into the your lab environment, which is a Google Cloud Console. And now you can directly go and type here Vertex AI. So Vertex AI, one AI platform, every ML tools you need, which you will be able to find out. So Vertex AI not just about giving you the model which you have trained, but it also going to provide the open source model also going to be available within the Vertex AI also. Now in the Vertex AI, once you come here, then you can start following the instruction of the lab. So instruction of the lab, I mean, you can start reading from here also, like what you're gonna learn and all. So basically, I mean, set up the environment. So environment is already there, and you can directly start from here. Text task one Vertex AI workbench. So if I just go through like what it is mentioning here, that open the Vertex AI workbench, which we already done it, and then it is asking the click open Jupyter Lab. So basically, here is a Vertex AI workbench. And once you open the Vertex AI workbench, it is doing, basically it is giving you the notebook, Jupyter Lab notebook, where you can where the code is already written. You just go through the code. You can spend more time. I mean, you should not be hurried to just finish the task. I think you should spend more time to learn it, understand it, how it is doing. Because the good thing is, as part of the lab, you do not need to provision the infrastructure. You do not need to write a code. Everything is already there. You just spend more time to understand that. So after going into the Vertex AI workbench, I click in user manage notebook. So this notebook is already there, and I open this notebook into the Jupyter Lab. And I think that these similar steps are given. So we have already found this. Jupyter Lab will run in a new tab, and so I click on the open Jupyter Lab. So here I will be able to find all the folders and code which is related to this lab. So here I click on the generative AI folder, and then just follow the instruction what. So you can see the generative AI SRC and tutorials. So everything I can find it here. Generative AI SRC tutorials. So after that, you just follow the instruction. And if you this is the important terminal. So what it is doing terminal, if you most of the libraries are as part of the lab, you do not need to install anything. But in general, when you start using the Vertex AI Workbench, Jupyter Lab, and you, as part of your code, you want to install any kind of library or anything, you just always go to the terminal. It's just like command line, and you can CD, or you can, if you want to git clone any repository, that you can do as part of the terminal. I think rest all is very straightforward. It's a very easy lab, nothing much complex. You do not need to, I mean, write a code. It's more about giving you the familiarity, how the Vertex AI works, how Generative AI Studio within the Vertex AI works, and how you can easily use the notebooks. And the notebook that is given to you, that's already using the Palm API within the notebook. Let me see if I can open the notebook. So you can start, with a readme. Readme will help you to give more context, more understanding about the project. Okay, I think you just follow the instruction, and there are a lot of tutorials also available as part of. But again, you do not need to do now in this lab, but you can easily get the path of this GitHub repository, which you can try in your environment also later. And all the codes are available here. Third party, all the models are available as part of the SRC. Yep, I think this is very straightforward. Uh, yep, anything, any questions? Otherwise, I mean, I will not take you much time, and I would say that all the best and happy learning, happy Saturday. Over to you, Wendy. Wendy, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Arvind. I think so far there's no question. So I guess that's all for the code learn session. Thank you for the sharing, Arvind. And yeah, so before we end our event, I would like to promote a bit on the event that we are going to having pretty soon, which is IO Extended in Google Malaysia. So if you haven't joined, uh, you can purchase a ticket in PTix. I send the link in the chat. And yeah, get the ticket before it's running out. Yep. Okay. Right. That's all for the code launch session today. And have a nice day, everyone.